O'Hara? You Jim O'Hara?
And you're Mr. Smith.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
Sit down.
No, thank you. Well, look, what I got may be something. And then again...
Well, let's hear it.
Well, I moonlight a little at the Army base, part-time, 3 to 6. Well, today... No, yesterday it was. I was walking out back in the mess hall. You see, I got this little dog at home, and I figured there got to be some pretty fair leftovers in the trash. Army feeds good.
I know.
Well, so I'm taking the lid off one of the trash cans when the guy who collects them grabs my arm like that and practically breaks it off. Now, Mr. O'Hara, I mean, taking some bones home to the pooch. Well, that ain't no big deal.
But he thought it was.
Yeah.
And that's your information.
Yeah, well, except for one thing. I got a quick glimpse inside one of the garbage cans.
And you didn't see bones?
Yeah. Well, I thought I saw the barrel of a gun. Well, now, mind you, it was dark, and I could have been wrong.
Well, you could be right. Well, thank you, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
Now, what time do they collect that garbage?
But just before dawn.
You don't mind keeping this to yourself, do you?
No, sir.
This is Jim O'Hara, Treasury, ATF. Could you please tell me if Captain Walker has quarters on the post? I see. Could you give me his home phone number? Well, yes, it is very important. To 603, 1020.
Check, 603 in position.
601 to 602, ready?
10-4.
Do we wrap it up?
This character's just room service. He carries the tray. Let's find out where. 602 and 603, move on. .602 and 603, let's hold here. 1603, hit it.
Guys.
U.S. Treasury, ATF.
Alcohol, tobacco.
And firearms out.
I was only dumping garbage. I didn't know what was in them cans.
Possession of automatic weapons is a violation of the National Firearms Act.
Yeah, and what's that supposed to mean?
Maybe 10 years. Jake, maintain surveillance. When this cargo's picked up, stick with it.
I tell you, I was only dumping garbage. I didn't know what was in them cans. I want a lawyer. I got a license to dump garbage.
Yep. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, sure. Right, yeah. Okay, Jake. Cargo moves south, 180 miles to Granville.
Somebody take delivery on it?
A blue panel truck, one driver. He made Granville in 3 hours. Stashed the truck in the parking lot.
That makes sense. Take a look at this from the National Office last night. A bull market for machine guns. The on-the-street price for M16 jumped 25% last week. The traffic's moving south toward the coast.
So Granville's not the end of the line. Harry.
Harry. Let's see what he has to say.
Who hands out names in bars? You know how it is. It's, hey, Mac, or, take it easy, pal. Casual life. Well, we got to talking, and he knows I've got a contract with the base, so he asked me to pick up a couple of extra cans for him, take it to the dump.
The guy named Mac or the guy named Pal?
Hey, what do you fellas do with all that alcohol and cigarettes that you confiscate? If you're giving away free samples, I thought maybe you might want to... Well, it is alcohol and tobacco, isn't it?
And firearms. The illegal manufacture, possession, and or transportation of. That's why you're here, remember, Harry?
Why should I lie to you?
Well, it could be glandular. Treasury makes no deals, no promises. You cooperate with us, it'll be brought to the attention of the U.S. Attorney.
And if I don't cooperate, that'll also be brought to the attention of the U.S. Attorney. Neely, small arms specialist, civilian, works on the base.
Neely.
Yeah, I'm Neely. What is it? U.S. Treasury. So?
Just a few questions, Mr. Neely.
I got a rough schedule. Let's make it fast, okay?
Okay, 100 M16s were illegally removed from this base.
You're dreaming. No gun leaves here unless it's signed out by an officer. These aren't toys. They're in the lock and key, 24 hours a day. Somebody's been putting you on, friend.
A clip of ammo and you'd be in business.
Jigsaw puzzles pay off. Put one together with spare parts, you don't need an officer to sign it out.
I think we ought to advise Neely of his rights.
It's my duty to advise you of your rights, Mr. Neely. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney. If you so desire and cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you without charge. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yeah.
Do you wish to waive these rights?
You got Harry.
We got Harry.
Can I make a deal?
Cooperate, it'll be taken into consideration.
I never saw the dude I made the deal with.
So who was Santa Claus?
Like unsatisfactory. He still owes me 9 big ones.
Well, giving us a name should be your pleasure.
My pleasure. Monty Jackson, Granville.
Get too far away.
I'll be around. Jamie, you're gonna love Granville. Of course, when you're working undercover, you don't always meet the best class of people.
You're trying to tell me something.
Granville PD tells us too.
Drunk and disorderly, that answer your question?
What question?
These cruel doors will open like magic. Miracle of bail, gentlemen. Courtesy J.D. Morgan and $25.
How's my credit? I got 6 of a kind, all singles.
You got a case of the shorts.
Monty Jackson.
That name's under J in the phone book.
Get word to him, okay?
Monty Jackson don't need bail.
Well, he couldn't need me, Eddie Blake.
That in the book under B?
Yeah, be like in ballgame. You may want to play when you tell him I'm a friend of Neely's. Cheap hotel?
Cheap we got. Nice. The Rogers 3 Washingtons a night. Hey, can you make it?
Yeah. Yeah, 8 hours sleep and a couple of bowls of chili. They got a weekly rate?
Nobody ever lasts that long. Hey, look, cousin, this is a 60-cent cab ride. It ain't the information desk.
This town's got a banana skin for a welcome mat.
Here's the view from your room. I think you'll like it.
Hospitality.
Well, the pool wasn't heated, but outside of that...
Cargo's still moving south. Those 100 guns are just the tip of that iceberg. Jim, I wish we'd had more time to build your cover. This Jackson character is nutty enough to set his whole arsenal loose on you and every other federal agent in the neighborhood if he figures you're covered. What I'm getting at is, if at any time it gets too hot...
Yeah, I know. Get out of the kitchen.
What would you like, sir?
My second choice would be beer.
Bottled or draft?
I really want a fortune cookie. Monty Jackson, check in yet?
You know, one thing around here, friend, we call him Mr. Jackson.
Local etiquette. So is Mr. Jackson around?
No, he's not here, and we don't need any pen boys. We're electric.
Play this song. Mr. Jackson, okay, friend? I'll wait. What kind of a guy is this Mr. Jackson?
Play it.
Well, since you're busy, I won't waste your time. The name is Blake. I'm a friend of Neely's. You owe him $9,000. I'm here to get it.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Anybody can come in here on a Saturday, sour out of a drink tank and ask me for 9 G's, and I spring for it. Right, Don?
I'm not asking for any favors. You bought guns. You paid 9, you owe 9.
How do you know Neely?
Yeah, we're old Army buddies. He was my platoon instructor, machine guns.
Blood buddies?
You get 20% of the 9,000. Money's thicker than blood.
Wasn't I tell you Neely's lying?
You think I believe that? You're swinging by your tail. 9,000 buys you Neely's cooperation. You could use it.
Blake, I operate in the theory that everybody's rotten, and I'm never disappointed. If Treasury offered Neely a cup of coffee, he's already talked. But believe this, nothing he spills could ever glue me to an illegal gun deal.
20% of 9,000 is $1,800. Now somebody owes me, you or Neely. With what's on the track, you got the post position.
Boy Scout, I don't need any partners. Sidewalk time.
Come on, out. Out.
Don is Donnie Delaney, ex-pug. The girl is Juanita Rivera. She's been a bar bunny down at Jackson's for about 4 months.
She get any fringe benefits from Jackson?
Yeah, she's got a guy, Miguel DeVoe. No morning line on him.
His relation to Jackson?
Amigo, with a small A.
Keep digging, old buddy. Right now, we got nothing but a handful of air.
Gotcha.
Trick or treat.
Well, he found what we wanted him to find, nothing.
They're building cover points.
Yep. I'll be there. Round 2. You want to tell me, or do I guess which one of you studs ripped up my place?
Pull it. Like I got rich checking on everybody. All right, fellas. I was thinking after you left, you got a point. You need money. Will I have your interest?
I'm listening.
I have a truck parked at the corner of Wells and Maple. I want you and Don to pick it up tonight, drive it about 30 miles south, a town called Mercerville, and park it at Evans' garage for $100 cash.
That's supposed to turn me on.
It's a start. Don't knock it. You think of it this way. $100 down is only $1,700 to go. Next time I might even sweeten the pot. Want cards?
$100 for 2 hours' work. What's in the truck?
Guns. Nothing that'll cause any trouble.
ATF could be interested. What if the feds are watching the truck?
If anything happens, it won't, but if anything happens, we'll take care of you.
That's comforting. Well, what are you worried about? Jackson said it's a milk run.
Yeah, well, he ain't here.
Now, you get the car, I'll be your eyes.
Now, let's turn it around. You get the wheels, I can spot the local fuzz.
How did it go?
Never laid a finger on me.
They've been shooting blanks. I bet you've been riding on your rims.
Yeah. Check the serial numbers of these guns with the national office, right?
Well, I'll take care of it.
We're playing a no-limit game. We have to take some chances.
We?
We. So there were federal agents. How could we know?
With one of these, maybe you decided to find out.
Oh, Blake, will you come off it? If I thought for 1 minute there was any kind of a setup, would I have sent Don along?
It could be insurance. After all, he's just the end of the daisy chain.
Oh.
Look, Fred, I warned you once. Now, that makes twice.
Hey, no, get out of here, you dummy! All right, fine. You got it out of your system? You feel better? Now maybe we can get back to topic A, the loot.
Yeah, I'm still $1,700 short.
That's chicken feed, Blake. Will you think big? I do. Your friend, your blood buddy, Neely, is a picket in the fence. I got subcontractors in 7 states. Here, look at this. I've got machine guns, ammo, grenades, explosives, even heavy ordnance, all stashed at a collection point in the Delta. Play some of that in your cash register for a while.
What do your customers want to do? Start World War III?
Oh, Blake, you disappoint me.
Check the merchandise. 100 M16s, price tag $36,000.
Yeah. And that's just openers. Don't forget the cargo in the Delta.
Well, how about a big down on my 1,700?
Rome wasn't burned in a day.
Then I pick up the openers.
That means what?
The truck never got to Mercerville.
Don told me you outran the feds.
Yeah, it did, but the compass was a little off.
All right. What's it gonna take to find the address?
You wouldn't have to ask if you had a partner.
Partner?
You got a melon there as big as the Bronx, and I like it sliced thick.
And why should I?
That truck would have gone down to Treasury last night if you depended upon the type of help you keep around here.
You're talking about a junior partner.
Like you said, Rome wasn't burned in a day. Yeah, Fred. He resents it, but I think he bought it. Well, that was the whole message? Just meet a friend by the bridge in the park? Well, I don't know, but it looks like Mr. Jackson's going retail. Yeah.
Word is you're coming up in the world, friend.
Is that so?
Think you can spare the time for a little conversation?
Ah, why not? But make it as little as possible, please.
Word is you push wheels pretty good.
Well, the word do get around, and ain't you glad I did?
As long as you know who your friends are. If you had taken a fall, I'd have had you out of there before your tail hit the bunk.
Like before.
Oh, that was different. You were a new face then. I'm a careful man.
You're a careful man. You got something to say, Morgan, say it.
A message from F, like in friend. Meet him in the kitchen tonight at the taco house, midnight.
I got a date for dinner tonight.
She'll keep, he won't.
Well, what else did Mr. Jackson say?
Only to tell his junior partner to be there. We're going to start slicing a melon.
With who, the cook?
Cash customers, the way I hear it. One more thing. Like a guy in my business stays in business because he develops a nose for things. You smell like trouble.
Then stay upwind.
We got a good thing going. Somebody spoiled that, and, well, even I ain't been able to bail a dude out of the morgue.
You heard? That's illegal.
Manhood, for our dignity, for our freedom, we shall strike. The time has gone beyond words. We must act.
Yeah, very good.
I have been in touch with our compadres up and down the coast. And soon we will know the day and the hour that we will join forces beyond international waters, the home of our mothers and fathers. Together we shall strike the shore.
Stop this! It is madness. You won't be met there by welcoming brothers. You will be met there by men with guns.
No! We must demonstrate our courage. We must shout to dictators everywhere.
You will die. And your sacrifices will fill his pockets. I will prove this. Not only to you, my friends, but to the authorities.
It all comes down to a yes or no, doesn't it? If you people have guts, you believe in your cause, then you'll vote yes. And if you don't, you'll vote no. It's just that simple. All right, what's it gonna be? Yes?
Three crowd?
Please.
You know about guns.
Yeah, it's my hometown.
Saint Therese of Lisieux, the little flower of Jesus.
Saint Therese.
The legend says she was remarkable for her heroic endurance of suffering.
Oh, that's very beautiful.
Will we get our guns?
Yeah, guns and money. It's like ham and eggs. They go together.
We are going to everyone, begging if we have to. The price is high, but we will pay it.
You get a readout on the customs patrol?
No.
That could be fatal. I know a guy. He's on a merchant vessel. He likes to drink. He likes to talk. I'll keep my hearing aid turned up, okay?
You will help us then?
For $200.
When you're buying freedom, it is worth any price.
They're not selling you freedom. They are vultures selling you death.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Buying and selling? Yeah. Yeah. A coffee'd be fine, Fred. Yep. What took you so long?
Yeah.
Thanks.
We've had alerts from 2 more states. Everything's going south.
Jackson's got a stash in the Delta. Guns, ammo, explosives.
Delta? You're talking about 100 square miles.
Plus 30 miles of coastline. Hundreds of inlets and coves. Mr. Jackson's got a pretty big playpen.
And that blue van would have led us straight to it. If it hadn't been sidetracked here in Granville.
I'd like to spook him back on the trail.
Jim, nothing's going to stop McGill from buying those M16s. Nothing.
Well, maybe I can change Mr. Jackson's game plan.
I thought it over. My plans do not include a partner. Think big, you said.
Well, think how one little sale to Miguel can foul up the parade of automatic weapons from 7 states.
It takes people who want to kill people to use them. What are you going to do, start another war?
Not in the foreign market. Why add customs to your troubles when there's plenty of homegrown strife?
You telling me you're clued into that kind of a setup?
Well, the trick is always let the left wing know what the right wing is doing.
Balance of power.
Plenty of money on both sides of that street.
I don't play, Blake, unless it's my game. And Miguel tells me he's got the money. Can you match those odds?
A ripoff.
Ripoff?
We collect the money, Miguel gets a truck full of air. The M16s go to the stash for resale in the domestic market.
You can make that kind of a ripoff work?
Do a clock tick. I need some traveling money and a map to the stash.
Carl and Don will be with you. They'll see to it you don't get lost. No map.
She's on her way up.
My badge.
You sure about this?
We take a chance.
Good luck.
I got the money, $200.
Put it on the bed.
When you give me the schedules.
In a minute. Do me a favor and get me a shirt out of that middle drawer.
You're going to put Miguel in jail. And all the time you pretended to be his friend.
You better look up the definition of the word. Luis is his friend. You know that.
I tried to make him listen to Luis, to forget about the past, and make a new life in this country.
I love Miguel, Senor OHara. If I have him, I do not need this stupid revenge. And now he's going to jail.
I can't book him. He hasn't done anything yet. Now, do you think you and I can stop him before he does?
My father died fighting for his own truth. And your brothers, how can you forget?
I do not forget. They are in their graves. What good will it do for you to join them?
I don't get the black veil out. He's not going anywhere without those guns.
Thanks to you.
I understand how you feel, Miguel. The man you want to buy those guns from is a lot like the man you want to use them on. Now, since it's not possible for you to get yours, why don't you help me nail mine?
Me help you?
Help yourself, Miguel. Don't listen to Jackson. He's only interested in guns, not lives. Even if you had every gun in his arsenal, you'd still be unmatched.
He will help you. He will do it.
Juanita.
He will do it, Senor OHara. Or I will do it. And he will never see me again.
And his friends will help him. They'll pass an envelope full of our money to me. And I'll give them a van as empty as their dreams of revenge.
Your watchdogs, what if they decide they want to become the bankers?
Yeah, well, Miguel will refuse to do business with anybody but me. He'll say it's a deal he made with Jackson.
Jackson's tale tells us it's moving day at the bowling alley.
Yeah, he's ramping up operations here. He's got to figure Miguel and company are going to come looking for a refund.
How are we going to bust him if we can't put him at the scene of the crime?
They'll send him an invitation engraved in money green.
Okay, one more thing. When we pull the truck switch, what will we be following?
A brown pickup. License 68 GK 967.
Got it. All right. Now, we've gotten an okay for you to wire yourself.
Parker, the most important thing to remember, after you check the merchandise, walk back to where Miguel is paying me off.
But the men with you, what will they think?
Yeah, they'll buy it if you follow instructions and don't ad-lib.
But how can they steal the guns right in front of us?
It's better you don't know.
Look, I'll take a long time counting the money. So when the switch is made, you clue me. Tell me to hurry up or something.
I know how the scene plays. I wrote the script. I cast the part.
Says who?
Jackson's new partner, me. Didn't he tell you?
Let him dream a while.
Let him sit. Count it.
matter? You flunk arithmetic in school? Sun's gonna be up soon.
I'm gonna dump this. Don't let anybody get helpful and try to pick it up until after we've left. Fred, I gotta be clean from here on in. Hang close, but play it loose. They'll be looking over both shoulders.
With both hands. All right, out. Let's do it like the fuzz. Lean.
This is where you tell me that Jackson dissolves our partnership and you take the gun and shoot me, right? It's frustrating, isn't it?
All right, where is it?
The answer to that'll get me what?
I'll tell you what happens if you don't.
Part of the same script. You want to know how it comes out in the end?
It may be closer to the end than you think.
Well, you do a rewrite. Suppose you explain to Jackson what happened to the money. But I'm not there to prompt you. I know it isn't easy for a slow thinker, but when you get it figured out, let's get back in the truck and head for the stash.
Jackson won't be there.
Well, you know where he is, so call him and tell him how it is.
All right. Come on, move it.
Aren't you getting a little worried? Nothing Jackson hates worse than to have that ship to shore sound off in the middle of a Marlin strike.
He always visits the stash by boat?
That gives him a choice. You never know when Paul Revere might hang that lantern in the steeple, or how many.
All right, he'll be there. Let's go.
Bits, let me know you're coming.
Come on, Jackson's coming.
Treasury, H here.
Miguel, Senor O'Hara. Will there be any charges?
Not this time. He will be called as a witness.
He still resents what we made him do.
But tell him that killing has become entirely too popular around the world these days. Maybe he can look for a better way.
Maybe we all should.
Hey, you and Miguel, stick around. Help us. Maybe we'll find it.